Hey guys, welcome back. It is Deedsy, and today we're going to be doing a VR challenge. I was a little bit late, so I missed the deadline, and life happens, and kind of got sidetracked. But I wanted to still get out there and give a shout out to the Autograph Fisherman Jon Burgess. If you guys have not been to his channel yet, go check it out. He's got a great channel. He's a great community member. What Jon does a lot of TTMs and autographs. He gets all kinds of autographs from baseball players, basketball, football, lots of hockey. He has tons of autographs. It's amazing how many he has. Definitely get over to his channel, check out his collection. But I know I was late to the challenge, but I wanted to give Jon the shout out and show off my top 10 since I already had it ready, but it just didn't get time to make it in the video. So I'm going to start with my top 10, and I actually went with the top 11. So this is my first card, and that is Bo Jackson. He was in my top 10, and then as I started assembling my top 10, I realized that he got bumped to 11, and he became my honorable mention. So Bo Jackson, this card I thought was awesome, so I just want to share it. The 91 score Bo Breaker. This card is just so cool looking. Bo Jackson breaking the bat over his knee. I mean, the dude's just a beast. Playing football and baseball, so I mean, just absolutely great. Here's the back of the card. Just a Bo. That's all I need to know. Just Bo. Sick card. Jackson was awesome. I remember that All-Star game in '89 when he hit that leadoff home run. The dude could hit home runs. If he had a longer career, it would have been, definitely Hall of Fame material for sure. So he's my honorable mention, number 11. Put him out there. My number 10. So here's my 10. Felix Hernandez, he snuck in there at number 10. One of my favorite Mariners pitchers of all time, King Felix. He's the last player to throw a perfect game, which is pretty awesome to see. This is his 2005 Bowman Chrome rookie card. 2,500 strikeouts. Tons like All-Star games. I mean, this guy played many years for a Mariners team that was struggling a lot. And he played his entire career with the Mariners. He did have like a minor league deal with like the Orioles and the Braves, but never played. So I think he'll be retiring a full-time Mariner, which is pretty cool, I think. There's the back of the card. Just check that out. But yeah, he's one of my favorite players. He's just so fun to see play. So that's my 10 right there. My number 9, another pitcher. That's going to be one of the greats, Nolan Ryan. This is a 90 score with the 89 highlight. This is when he threw his 5,000 strikeout the year before. Pretty cool card. Looks like he just threw one long game there. Probably another no-hitter, as he had 7 of them in his career. 5,700 strikeouts. I mean, this guy was just a workhorse. Played, I think, 24 years. Records that are probably never going to be broken. I mean, he's just a great pitcher. He was so fun to watch. Just a tough guy. Remember that game when Robin Ventura charged the mound and he still pitched the game with the bloody nose. I mean, that was the blood on his shirt and everything. That was pretty great. But Nolan Ryan, definitely one of my top 10 all time. Another one all time is going to be Rickey Henderson. Love watching Rickey back in the day. I started collecting and really getting into baseball in basically the late 80s, early 90s. But the A's, they were really good back then, and they were fun to watch. And Rickey Henderson was stealing bases like crazy. That was just so awesome to see him stealing bags. I used to always want to have these neon like green batting gloves he had. I thought they were so cool. Dude stole 130 bases in a year. Once, there's the back of the card there. This is the 93 Upper Deck Reggie Jackson Heroes, which is a pretty cool card. Records that he has as well that are never going to be broken. 1,400 stolen bases. I think he has like, 2,300, almost 2,300 runs. I mean, the most leadoff home runs. Probably the best leadoff hitter of all time. Super exciting player. I remember watching him, and he would walk, then steal second and steal third, and then score on the next hit. So just a great player. He played the game different than they play nowadays. He was just so much fun to watch. So he is going to be my number 8. And my number 7, so far only one Mariner, but I got Pedro Martinez. I love Pedro Martinez. He's so much fun. I chose this card. It's 94 Clicker's Choice because he's just out there being goofy and just having a good time like he always did. This is him on the Dodgers. Most will know him well for the Red Sox. But he was a great pitcher. He obviously helped that 2004 team win the World Series. 3 Cy Young Awards, 3,000 strikeouts. I mean, Hall of Famer. I mean, this guy had done it all. There's the back of the card just so you can see it. But he was still getting it done for the Dodgers back then. But, he really just killed it when he was on the Red Sox. Like, that was just pretty awesome. Great player to watch. So he's definitely one of my favorite. He is my number 7 there. All right, back on the Mariners bandwagon here. That's probably going to see the rest of the time, I think, is that. But Ichiro is going to be my number 6. Just an amazing player. If he played his entire career in the majors and not being in Japan, I mean, he would have had the all-time total for hits record. He set the single season for hits, 262, 10 straight gold gloves, MVP, Rookie of the Year, 2001. I was so excited to see this guy come out. I was just like, this guy is the future of our franchise. Like, the Mariners are going to be awesome for the next decade. Of course, they were not, unfortunately, but that first year was super exciting when he was here. This is his, let's see here, this is the 2007 Bowman Chrome Refractor. I just love the refractors back then because they're just, I don't know, those base refractors were just really, really shiny, it seems like, on the way they made the material back then. So, super cool card, and yeah, definitely one of the greatest all time. He'll be in the Hall of Fame soon. Excited to see that. Number 5, another Mariner, Jay Buhner. Not one of the best players on the team, but, he did hit 40 home runs for 3 straight years, from like 95 to 97, 300 home runs in his career, and he was part of that awesome lineup, the mid-90s Mariners team. Overshadowed, obviously, like by bigger bats, by Edgar Martinez, Ken Griffey Jr., A-Rod, and those guys, but, dude, this guy could get it done. Great player. I love watching him. He always looked like he was like this, guy you wouldn't want to mess with. Like, he was big and tough, but he's actually a pretty friendly guy. There's the back of the card. This was the 97 Bowman Chrome. It's a little off-center, I think, on the top and bottom there, but overall, I think it's a pretty cool card. So that is my 5. My number 4, my favorite pitcher, Randy Johnson. I was so sad when he left the Mariners and went to the Astros, then the Diamondbacks, Yankees, Giants. So he's been around, but never came back to the Mariners. I always hoped that he would. This card's pretty cool. It's a 95 tops. It's a foil one. I just like it. It's a cool card because he's just like so focused, ready just to throw nasty. The fastball. Get some strikeouts. Besides Nolan Ryan, obviously, he had 4,700 some strikeouts. 5 Cy Youngs, had 4 in a row. Led the league in strikeouts all the time. Perfect game. No-hitter. Mariners no-hitter, which is great. And then one with the Diamondbacks, that perfect game. World Series champion, that awesome year in 2001. That was a great series to watch. There's the back of the card. Some bold print there. Cyberstats, 116. I don't even know what that means. But overall, cool card. I love Randy Johnson. He's just so fun to watch. Just so dominant. So I want to show this card off. I think I read that yesterday was the 20th anniversary when he threw that ball and killed that bird on accident. So I thought that's kind of a little funny trivia there. So that is my number 4. And my number 3, another Mariner, Yankee Ranger, Alex Rodriguez. This is his 95 score. This was a redemption card, the little score A+ card. It's like a kind of like a foil, like almost refractor type card. There's the back of the card. A-Rod was awesome when he first started with the Mariners. I mean, almost got like, MVP. He was like a runner-up there. Had that great batting title that one year. Went to the Rangers, that massive deal. Had some controversy, obviously. Ended up winning 3 MVPs. Overall, still one of my favorite players, even though he had, all that stuff that went on with the roids and all that. I think he kind of got shafted a little bit there. He was so close to 700 home runs. He should be able to finish out his contract, I think, with the Yankees to hit that 700 mark. But they cut him short, just a couple home runs, which I was bummed to see. I was definitely thought he'd be the future of our team. I thought he'd be around for, you know, years to come. But, man, that money, those big contracts he got going to the Rangers. But he's still one of my favorite players. Number 3 for me. Overall, he's a good player. Definitely think he deserves the Hall of Fame. We'll see what happens. Let's see if he plays nice enough to get in. My number 2, it's Edgar Martinez. It's Hall of Famer, Mariners Hall of Famer. You know, he's hit the double. That awesome playoff game for the Mariners. Scored the winning run, which you'll see here in a bit. This is his 95 Select Certified Mirror Gold card. My wife actually pulled this card back when we were collecting him back in the day. I was like so stoked that she got this card for me. It was really cool. Edgar's awesome. You know, just a consistent hitter. Great DH. You know, him and Ortiz are probably my two, obviously the top 2 DHs of all time. You know, a couple batting titles. He would hit home runs quite a bit. I mean, he was just overall a good player. Definitely love Edgar. He is my second favorite player of all time. And my number 1, probably don't even need to actually show this card because you guys already know. But I want to show this card because I just love this card. This goes in with the Edgar Martinez shout out. And this is the result of that double. Griffey sliding in and getting the dog pile on top of him here. This is 96 Select. Back of the card in case you want to see it, but I love the front of the card. This is one of my favorite cards. Just a great card. Just love to see that smile on his face. It was just like, that day was just glorious. Obviously, you don't need to go on about his stats. You know, 630 home runs, 10 All-Stars, 13 All-Stars, 10 Gold Gloves, 7 Silver Sluggers. I mean, the guy did it all. 56 home runs back-to-back years. You know, 1 MVP. Definitely got cheated out of a couple, I believe. But definitely one of the greatest players of all time. Hall of Famer, Mariners' first Hall of Famer. You know, he also got that 99.3 percentage on the Hall of Fame voting, which was the highest until Mo got the 100. So, pretty awesome. That's my favorite player of all time, most definitely. Well, that's going to be it, guys. There's my top 10 with the honorable mention. 11, I'll kind of move the camera up here to pan so you guys can take one last look. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button. We'll do more, showcases like these, VRs, and definitely more box breaks for sure. Want to give one last shout out, guys. The Autograph Fisherman Jon Burgess. Definitely hit his channel up and subscribe. Appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, keep on ripping.